हा मी बराच वेळ झाला ट्राय करतीये.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to the today's session of the AI for Pharmacovigilance signal detection. Our last session is discussion about the final project writing of the presentation. Our today's speaker is Miss Divatite ma'am. Ma'am, you start your presentation.
ओके, थँक यू साक्षी. एक मिनिट. साक्षी, may I audible?
Yes, ma'am. And PPT are
Okay.
visible.
Okay, thank you. So welcome everyone. So today we will explore how to artificial intelligence in transferring the pharmacovigilance and the particularly in drug signal detection. Pharmacovigilance play a vital role in monitoring drug safety by detecting the adverse drug reaction. And traditionally, this process has rely on manual review and the statistical calculation, which often the delay meaningful signal identifications. With the increasing availability of the large and complex healthcare data, conventional approaches struggle to uh, detect and but important patterns. In AI, with the advanced machine learning and the pattern recognition capabilities, offer a way to enhance the speed, accuracy, and the efficacy. So, this lecture will be highlight the key methods, challenges, and real world application of the AI drug safety. So today's journey in this session, we will begin by the understanding the concept of signal detection in pharmacovigilance and why it is so crucial. And then next we will discuss the traditional approaches, their limitation, and the challenges professional faces. So we will then introduce the AI enhanced methods, showing how to machine learning, natural language processing, and the advanced algorithm improve the detection accuracy. So statistical measures such as ROR, uh, PRR, and the Bayesian approaches will be also covered. So along with the live demonstration of AI, assist the workflow and towards and so we will discuss the further applications, regulatory perspective, and the practical strategies for the implementations. So our journey is designed to provide the both theoretical and apply understanding. So the signal detection challenge. So pharmacovigilance professionals handle the millions of adverse event reports every year. So among these vast data and only a few contain the meaningful safety signals while the majority represent the noise and unrelated patterns. So traditionally methods often the struggle to be cope with the massive data load and the leading to delay the detection. So furthermore, the subtle pattern may be missed entirely and resulting the late the identification of the serious risk. And this not only the affect the patient safety but also delay the necessary regulatory actions. And therefore the key challenges in signal detection is filtering through the data effectively and the recognition genuine signal quickly, and this minimizing the false positive that consume the unnecessary time and the resources. So pharmacovigilance professional process the millions of the adverse event reports annually and the searching for the meaningful safety signal among with the vast amount of the data noise. So already we will discuss the for this, and as well as the traditional method of upon the struggle with the volume complexity and the subtitle pattern for the hidden within modern safety database. Next one, the traditional signal detection landscape. So traditionally, pharmacovigilance relies heavily on manual review and the simple statistical tool. The professionals spend the countless hours reviewing the case report and the calculating the signal measures. So this process is time intensive and the inconsistent as well as the prone to errors. So often the signals are the priorities incorrectly or detected too late. So leading to delay the intervention and the high false positive rates required the additionally manpower for the review and the further slowing this system as a drug market expand and reporting the volumes increases, and these limitations have become more apparent, and ultimately the traditional method while the fundamental cannot keep the pace with the modern data demands, and marketing the need for the more advanced automated and the reliable tools urgent and unavoidable. So this limitation often the result to delay the identification of genuine safety signals as well as the potentially impacting the patient safety and the regulatory compliance timelines. The next one, the promises of AI signal detection. So artificial intelligence offer the solution to limitation of traditional signals detection, and through advanced pattern recognition, so AI can identify the subtle drug event relationship that humans might overlook, and the machine learning models process data in real time, enabling the continuous monitoring and immediate flagging of the potential signals. So predictive analytics even allow the early warning before the signal meet traditional thresholds, and these proactive approaches can greatly enhance the patient safety by enabling the faster regulatory actions, and the AI does not aim to replace the human expertise but to augment it by the providing the sharper insight, so reducing the workload and the ensuring that safety signals are identified the earlier and more accurately and with the higher confidence. So next one, the understanding the this proportionate reporting. So this reporting is of the signal detection in the pharmacovigilance, and it's occur when the specific adverse event it's reported more the frequently with the particular drug than expect accepted by the chance, and this statistically imbalance suggests the potential link between the drug and the event. So analysts compare the observed reporting frequencies with the accepted values, and while the adjusting the background trends and the confounding the factors. So although the disappropriation reporting does not the confirm casualty, but it provides the valuable indicators that warrant the further investigations. So understanding this principle is crucial become many AI based and the traditional statistical tools built upon the foundation to detect and the meaningful signals. So next one, the statistical measures and the foundations. So several statistical tools are used in the major disproportionized reporting. Then this reporting is a ROR, means reporting or odd ratio, and they compare the odds of an event occurring with the specific drug against all others. The proportional reporting ratio look at properties across the drug and the event, and finally the information component used by the Bayesian approaches, and which is the particularly useful for the smaller data set, and each method has a threshold that indicate the whether the signal may be present, and this measure from the backbone for the traditional pharmacovigilance analysis, and they remain the importance even as a AI technique involved, and this machine is learning models and often to incorporate and as well as refine these measures. So there are three major foundation for the ROR, PRR, and the IC. So next one, the mathematical foundation for the ROR. So this reporting odds the ratio or the ROR is the one of the simplest at most widely used in measurements, and it used to two-way 2 by 2 contingency table, and where is cases are classified based on the whether the drug and event are the present or the absent. So the ROR compare the odd of the event occurring with the drug against the odd without the drug. So a value above the one suggests the disappropriate reporting, and the lower for the 90% confidence interval above the one is indicate the statistical significance. So while the straightforward the ROR can be influenced by the co-founding factors as well as the duplicate reports and the population biases, and the making it necessary to interpret the result with the question and their supplementary analysis. The next one is a PRR proportional analysis. The the proportional analysis ratio or the PRR is provide the more uh, error measure as well as the comparing the proportions directly, and is how many times more likely is a particular event reported with the drug of the interest compared with the other drug. The PRR is a relatively easy to calculate as well as interpret. So with this threshold based on the case numbers and chi square values and the ratios cutoffs, and where is a also has a limitation, especially when the reference population is not carefully chosen, and the co-founding factors such as the patient demographics or the indication the bias and maybe artificially affect on the result. So dissipate this weakness, or the PRR is remains widely used in both regulatory and the clinical safety monitoring. So next one is a limitation of the traditional approaches. So while the traditional measure like ROR and the PRR is useful, and they face the significant limitations. So first one is the Weber effect, the causes inflated signal shortly after the drug launch would highlight awareness, and the masking the effect can be hide the important but less common event when the stronger signal dominates, and the indication bias, the underlying the condition being the treated may be associated with the adverse event and co-founding the true drug event relationship and the leading to superior signals. And the last one is a duplicate reporting, so multiple reports of the same case and they artificially inflate the signal strength and require the sophisticated duplication algorithm to maintain the data integrity. So these are the limitation of the traditional approaches. The next one is the enter the artificial intelligence. So AI is a realization signal detection by the overcoming the traditional challenges, unlike the manual system, and as well as AI can analyze the huge database rapidly, identify the hidden relationship and the subtle traits, as well as the pattern recognition algorithm can detect non-linear association. So while the automated quality checks improve the data integrity, as well as importantly, the AI is also priorities the signal intelligence, ranking them based on the clinical relevance and the statistical strength and regulatory importance. So this ensure that the most of the critical safety issues are addressed. The first is optimization the resources allocation and by the automating the repetitive processes and reducing the false positives. So AI allows the pharmacovigilance professional to focus their expertise on meaningful investigation, so ultimately leading to quicker and more accurate safety decision. So machine learning approaches, in this machine learning from the backbone of the AI driven the pharmacovigilance, the process begin with the data processing, where the algorithm clean and the standardize the report and correcting the inconsistent and the missing values, as well as the feature engineering, the machine learning models extract the relevant features from the complex medical narratives, patient demographics and the drug characterization to improve the signal detection accuracy. This third one is the pattern detection. So advanced algorithm identify the non-linear relationship and the interaction between the multiple variables that traditional statistical methods might the miss. And the last one is the signal prioritization. So AI system rank the detect their signal based on the clinical relevance and the statistical strength and the regulatory importance. So optimizing the resources allocation for the signal investigation. The next one is AI enhance ROR calculations. So AI improve upon the traditional ROR by automating calculation across the uh, thousands of the drug event pairs, as well as the filtering out the noise and the focusing on clinical relevant findings. So unlike the statics methods, So AI model can adjust the co-founding the factors such as age, comorbidities, and the database artifacts. So real-time processing ensure that the signals are detected immediately when the threshold are the cross and the reducing the delay. So moreover, the intelligence system apply the advanced filtering to minimizing the fails positive, and this leads to more precise and timely so actionable signal detection by the combining the automation with the statistical rigor. And AI transfer the RO from the simple mathematical measure to into a dynamic, adaptive, and the clinically meaningful safety monitoring tools. So these are the AI nurse for the ROR calculation. The next one is dynamic threshold optimization. So one of the AI strengths is adaptive learning, and especially in setting the threshold for the detection, and the traditionally cutoff are the fixed, but AI examine the historical data to adjust the threshold dynamically. For the instance, it can assign the stricter criteria for the high risk drug classes while using the flexible values for the others. So model refine these threshold continuously by the learning from the past investigation and improve the sensitivity and the reducing the false positives and the as well as the risk stratification is ensure that patient subgroup and the event severity are the considered, and the furthermore the validation feedback from the regulatory outcome help the model improve, and this adaptability make AIs driven the pharmacovigilance for more robust and the reliable as well as the clinically aligned with the compared to the traditional static approaches. So these are the dynamic threshold optimization. The next one is the natural languages processing in a signal detection. So much of the pharmacovigilance data exists in unstructured narratives and the clinical notes, case description, and the free text report. So natural languages processing or the NLP transfer this next to into the structure analyzable data. And this AI system can be recognize the medical terms, synonyms, and the abbreviations, and ensuring the consistency across the report. So they also extract the key details like event timing and the co-medication and the patient history. So advanced model the capture the uh, context the meaningful which is the traditional coding might miss, and this dramatically improve the data quality and enhance the accuracy of the signal detection. So by unlocking the valuable insight hidden is narrative, and the NLP is extend the power of the pharmacovigilance beyond the numbers and the ensuring the research and the more complete the understanding of the drug safety. So next one is a multidimensional analysis. So AI is unable to detection across the multiple dimension simultaneously, and instead of focusing only on the drug event pairs, and system can evaluate the patient demographics and the medical history dosing pattern as well as the temporal aspect. For example, like a certain adverse event maybe occurs the predominantly in a specific age group and the regions or in patient with the comorbidities. AI also examine the severity and the outcome, so distinguish between the mild and the life-threatening signals. So by this combination of this dimension, the model to identify the uh, this pattern and such as reaction and the subgroup specific risk, which is the traditional approaches often the often are the miss, and this multidimensional perspective allows the pharmacovigilance team to gain the deeper insight and they make more the targeted as well as the clinically meaningful safety assessment. So these are the multidimensional analysis. The next one is a assemble methods for the robust detection. So AI is a learning to improve the robustness in signal detection as well as a random forces the combine the decision trees to provide the reliable predictions while the reducing the outfitting, and this gradient boosting improve the accuracy by subsequently correcting the model errors as well as the particularly useful for the imbalanced pharmacovigilance database. And this deep learning adds another layer of the enabling to detection of the complex non-linear linear relationship across the multiple variables, and these approaches complement each other, offering the greater accuracy as well as by combining the models is method is both sensitivity and is specificity, ensuring that the more true signals are detected while the minimizing the false alarms. So this makes them powerful tool for the large scale real world pharmacovigilance application. The next one is demonstration setup. To illustrate the AI in action, a demonstration is a set up the using a mock data set designed to reflect the real world pharmacovigilance challenges, and this data set contain the ten of thousand of case reports covering the diverse therapeutic areas and the numerous drug products and the thousand of adverse events, and it is include the temporal data to enable to train the analysis as well as the common quality issues such as the missing the values and the duplicates. So by testing the AI algorithm on this data set, so we can observe how to system processes, analyze and detect the signals. This and the demonstration highlights how the AI manage scale, complexity, imperfections, and the showcasing its ability to deliver the timely and accurate safety insights. So mock data set overview. The mock dataset include the around the 50,000 case report covering the more than 1,000 drug product and nearly 3,000 adverse event across the all organ classes. So the data spanned 18 months along the analysis of the short and the long term trends. So each report contain essential variables such as the demographics, outcome, dosing, and the administration route and the contaminant medications. So importantly, this data set also reflect the real world issue like the inconsistent coding and the missing values and the duplicate entries. So this design helped to demonstrate the AI ability to clean and standardize the data and they handle the inconsistencies and still the produce the accurate results. So this data set provide the realistic test bed for the evaluating the AI enhanced pharmacovigilance system. So next one is data structure and the quality. So data quality is a perceives the challenges in pharmacovigilance. The mock data set highlights the common problem, including the incomplete patient details, inconsistent event terminology, as well as the multiple versions of the same cases, as well as case ID and report date, drug name and the indications, adverse event terms, patient demographics, outcome and the seriousness, dosage and administration route, time to onset, and the contaminant medication. So these are the data structure and the quality. Next one, the traditional analysis result. So traditional analysis of the pharmacovigilance data is often slow and the inconsistent. So manual review the process can take a many hours or the even the days. So delaying the safety actions, sensitivity, the various significantly depending on the data set and the analysis. So which may be result in important signals being the workload overlooks and in as contract the false the positives often the consume the time and the resources. So the demonstration result shows how the traditional method detect the signal inconsistently and they require the extensive human efforts. And this limitation the underscore why the modern pharmacovigilance urgently need for the AI tools and that can be deliver the consistent and the accurate and the faster signal detection as well as the ensuring the patient remain the safe while the regulators and the companies make the informed the decision. The next one is AI model architecture. So first one is data ingestion layer. So automated ETL processor with the real-time data validation, duplicate detection, and the quality scoring for the incoming the case report. The next one is the preparing the engine for the NLP power the text processing, medical coding standardization, and the feature extraction from the unstructured narratives. In the machine learning core, the of the algorithm include the XG boost, the neural network, and the specialize the pharmacovigilance model for the signal detection. And the last one is output for the prioritization. So risk-based signal ranking with the clinical relevance scoring and the automated report generation for the regulatory submission. The next one is a future engineering process. So feature engineering is a crucial for the enhancing the AI performance in signal detection. So raw case data is a transfer into the hundreds and the meaningful features including the temporal patterns and the dose response relationship and the interaction between the drugs and the patient characterization. So advanced method and aim the medical terms and the calculate similarity scores and the generate the interaction variables and the enabling the detection of the subtle pattern that might otherwise go to unnoticed. And these engineer the features give the AI models a richer understanding of the complex of the pharmacovigilance data. And by this, incorporating these variables model the achieve the greater sensitivity and the specificity, ensuring that the important safety signals are captured while the minimizing the false positive and the irrelevant noise. So these are the feature for engineering processes. The next one is real-time processing demonstration. So AI enable the real-time pharmacovigilance by processing new case report as soon as they are received. The workflow begins with the data inputs and followed by the AI algorithm performing the processing and the statistical calculations, and the potential signals are detected, ranked, and the converted into the alerts. So which are the sent automatically to the safety team, and the investigator then review detail the report generated by the system. So this entire the process from report entry to the signal detection occurs almost instantly. Real-time monitoring ensure the emerging safety issues are the flag early and the reducing the delay and the enabling the faster regulatory action. So these proactive approaches marks a significant improvement over the traditional batch-based analysis. So AI enhanced results. So performance improvement AI enhanced detection demonstrate the 50% improvement in true positive identification while the reducing the false positive by the 53%, and the processing time the reduced from the 8 hours to 15 minutes for the complete data set analysis. So these are the AI enhanced result. In this next one is a case study hepatotoxic signals. So, a practical case study demonstrates the AI is a power in detecting the complex signals for the particular drugs, and the traditional ROR analysis gave a values below the threshold, thus suggesting no safety concern. And where the AI is identify the unusual temporal clustering of the hepatic adverse event among the early diabetic patient, and this subgroup specific risk pattern was a miss by the traditional statistic but flagged by AI's advanced algorithm. So the detection led to update the safety labeling and the preventing further them. So these case studies highlight how to AI can uncover the hidden patterns in data and enabling to more prices risk identification and the targeted regulatory intervention in spatially in population with the specific comorbidities. So next one is a signal detection dashboard. So AI tool often they include the interactive dashboard to support the signal investigation, and this the priority quiz automatically ranks signal by the clinical impact and the statistical strength and the urgency. So temporal analysis allow the user to visualize how to signal in all the time and including the seasonal trends. So the this features help to the pharmacovigilance professional make the inform and the data driven decision call quickly by the centralizing as well as the visualizing the complex data dashboard streamline workflow reduce the manual efforts and enhancing the transparency. So such tool ensure that the safety team can focus their expertise on original on signals that matter the most, improve the overall the efficiency of the investigations. So next one is a comparative performance matrix. So performance comparison shows the clear advantage of the AI system. The sensitivity improved significantly with AI correctly identifying the more true signals compare the input of the actionable insights, and this architecture demonstrate to how to AI integrates pre-processing detection and the prioritization into the unfeel efficient pharmacovigilance system. The next one is Advanced pattern recognition, so interaction detection, AI identify the complex drug interaction leading to adverse event that might to be attribute the incorrectly to individual medication. So machine learning model to analyze the polypharmacy pattern and detect the synergetic toxicity effects across the multiple therapeutic combinations. These are the advanced pattern for the recognition. So next one is the handling data quality issues. The first one is the missing data uh, impulsion. So AI algorithm intelligence feel the missing the values using the pattern recognition from the similar cases, improve the data completeness for the analysis. The second one is a duplicate detection. So advanced machine algorithm identify and the merge the duplicate reports even when the submitted with the slight variation in patient or the event details. So coding standardization NPL the model map the free text adverse event to standardize the MedRA terminology with the high accuracy and the consistency. In the quality scoring, each case receive the automated quality score and allowing the analysis to priority high quality of the data signal investigation. So next one is a beyond the traditional statics. So yeah, unable to detection the signal that traditionally methods uh, miss, and including the rare the event, delay the onset of the reaction and the complex multiple drug interaction through the sophisticated patterns recognition. So these are the beyond. Next one is a temporal signal analysis. So time is a critical factor in the pharmacovigilance. So unable to continuous monitoring of the adverse event pattern over the different time frame. So traditionally methods detect the immediately reaction within the week, but AI goes further the between the 2 to 6 months. It can be identified delayed the onset pattern, and this from 7 to 12 months in highlight to long term risk. So beyond the 2 years, AI uncovers the chronic exposure effect that standard tools may be missed. So these longitudinal analysis the provide the clear picture of evaluating the drug safety profiles by understanding the temporal dynamics, regulators, and the safety term can interfere the earlier and ensuring the more accurate detection of the both short and long term safety concern. So next one is the regulatory compliance integration. So for AI system to succeed in pharmacovigilance, they must be aligned with the regulatory requirements. And the modern AI perform the automatically generate the report compliant with ICH and E2B as well as FD and EMI guidelines. So they also maintain the complete audit trials for the inspection readiness, and the most of the importantly for AI integrate the periodic safety update report and the benefit risk evaluation report, reducing the manual effort. So this ensuring that the signal detection outcome are reflect the consistently in the regulatory submission by uh, completeness featured directly into the workflow. So AI help the companies to meet the regulatory acceptation while they improve the efficiency. Though this combination of the automation, accuracy, and the transparency strengthen trust in AI-driven pharmacovigilance system. So next one is the clinical relevance assignment. So in this critical life-threatening new serious reactions, but not all the detected signals carry the same importance, and the AI system categorize them into the different priorities level like a critical, high, medium, low, and the monitoring critical signals represent the life-threatening and the newly identified risks. So high priority signals involve the serious event, and the medium signal are the non-serious but clinically relevant, and the low priority known the reaction accepted events, and the last one is monitoring some background surveillance and the training. So this stratification ensure that the pharmacovigilance team focus their resources effectively, addressing the most urgent threats first by the combination of the statistical strength with the clinical judgment, and the AI is also help to professional access the relevance the quickly and accurately. So improve the both patient safety and the regulatory decision makings. So next one is the false signal reduction strategies. So major challenges in pharmacovigilance is filtering the false signals. AIs use the intelligent filtering to remove the noise causes by the factor like indication bias and the Weber effect and the media drive the reporting. So it also account to the stimulate the reporting following the safety communications by learning from the historical false positive, and AI models continuously improve the filtering accuracy. So these strategies reduce the unnecessary investigation and free up the resources for the genuine safety concerns. So effective false signal reduction not only the increase the efficiency but also enhance the trust in AI system. So with the false alarms and the pharmacovigilance professional can focus on true risk, improve the both speed and the quality of the safety monitoring. So these are the false signal reduction strategies. The next one is integration with the external data sources. So AI system extend the beyond the traditional reporting database by integrating the multiple external data streams. So clinical trials, finding the literature reports and the electronic health record provide the valuable pre and the post market safety insights. So regulatory database like the FDA and the UDRA Vigilance as well as the World Health Organization, Vigibase expand coverage. So even social media contribute by the capturing the patient reported experience in real time. So by merging these divergent data sources, so AI build a more complete picture of the drug safety. And this integration enhance the signal detection and the ensuring the earlier identification of the risks and the broader understanding of the adverse event pattern. So ultimately, this evidence-based decision in the pharmacovigilance and the regulatory science. So next one is a model validation and the performance. So validation is the critical to ensure that AI model is it's a effective, or the cross validation demonstration is consistency across the different data set and the time periods with the AI often achieving the over the 90% accuracy. So external validation show that the performance remains strong when the based on the independent data from the other regions or the population. So high inter-rater agreement with the clinical expertise confirm that the AI align with the human judgment, and together these metrics demonstrate the reliability as the robustness. So regulators and the stakeholders require such a validation before the adapting AI broadly. So continuous monitoring and the validation ensure that model remain the accurate over the time. So maintaining the confidence in AI assisted pharmacovigilance, both the clinician and the regulators. So next one is implementation challenges. So despite the promises and the implementing the AI in the pharmacovigilance across come with the challenges. So data privacy must be maintained across the diverse while the enabling the comparative analysis. The model uh, interpretability is another concern as a regulator demand transparency in AI decisions. So change the management is equally important, as well as staff must be trained to work the alongside with the AI tools, adapting the existing workflow and the integration with the legacy system also uh, poses a technical difficulty, and the overcoming these challenges required a balance between the innovation and the compliance. So by addressing the privacy, transparency and the organizational adaptation, companies can ensure the successful AI adaptation. So ultimately enhancing the pharmacovigilance without compromising the regulatory standard or the patient trust. So these are the implementation challenges for the AI. Next one is a explainable AI in signal detection. So, explainability is a crucial for the regulatory acceptance and the clinical trust. So, modern AI system provide a detailed explanation for their outcome and the showing which features contribute most of the detected signals. And future importance ranking decision pathways and the confidence intervals make model the transparent, and this ensure that the safety teams and the regulators can validate the AI resource reasoning rather than the rely on the safety teams, and the regulator can validate. So AI is reasoning rather than the relying on the black box outcomes by making the decision making process visible and explainable. So AI bridges the gap between the advanced analytic and human oversights, ultimately enhance the confidence and the enabling the pharmacovigilance professional to the trust and AI driven the insight is incorporate team and responsibly into the regulatory and the clinical decision making. So next one is the cost benefits analysis. So introducing the AI into the pharmacovigilance involve the in front of cost for the implementation and the training. So where the long term benefits out with these investments. So AI is reduce the manual efforts and leading to cost saving of the millions over the several years. So time saving are the sustainable with analyze that once took hours now complete in minutes. So this return in investment typically become the positive within the 18 months. So beyond the financial gains and AI improve the accuracy and the reliability, reducing the risks of the delay the detection and the regulatory penalties. So these benefits highlight that the AI is not just a technological upgrade, but strategic investment and enhancing the both efficiency and safety outcome in drug monitoring. So these are the cost benefit analysis. The next one is the scalability and the future growth. So AI in the pharmacovigilance can start the small and grow gradually. Initial pilot often the focus on the therapeutic area with the dedicated resources. The once is validated system can expand across the multiple product and the therapeutic areas. So enterprises integration enable full scale deployment with the automated workflow and the real-time monitoring. So over time, the AI is involved into the powerful platform, the supporting the predictive modeling and the advanced analytical. So these scalability ensure that organization can adopt the AI at their own pace while the preparing for the long-term benefits. As the scope expand, AI will play a central role in proactive safety management across the entire the pharmaceutical portfolios. So these are the scalability and the future growth for the AI in the pharmacovigilance. In this next one is a regulatory perspective. So global regulators increasingly recognize the value of the AI in the drug safety. So the FDA is encourage the innovation but empathize the validation and the human oversight. So and the EMA supports the AI adaptation, focusing on data quality and the patient safety. So ICH guidelines are involving the establish the good machine learning practices for the pharmacovigilance, and together this perspective highlights the caution but supportive regulatory stance to regulatory want to AI to improve the efficiency and the accuracy while the ensuring the transparency and the compliance. So understanding this perspective is essential for the companies implementing the AI. So alignment with the guidance build the trust and smooth regulatory approval and ensure the AI system enhance the safety monitoring responsibly. The next one is the training and competency requirements. So first one is the technical skill, clinical expertise, and the regulatory knowledge. The successful AI implementation requires the both technical and clinical expertise. In this pharmacovigilance professional must be understand the data science fundamentals, statistical analysis, and the AI concept. At the same time, the medical knowledge remains the crucial for the interpreting the AI outcome and the making the informed judgment. So regulatory knowledge ensure that AI is applied in a complete manner, and this organization must invest the training staff across this domain to minimize. So AI is a benefit. So AI is a beneficial by the combining the technical, clinical, and the regulatory skills. So team can use the AI effectively and ensure that the advanced tool is completely human judgment. So training and the development are therefore essential pillars for pillar of the sustainable AI adaptation in the pharmacovigilance. So quality management for the AI system. So AI in the pharmacovigilance require the robust quality management system. So model must be continuously monitored for the pre-performance, revalidation periodically, and the update with the new data. So bias the detection ensure the fairness and the reliability across the population. So version control and change management are necessary for the regulatory inspection. So comparative documentation support the transparency and the system integrity. A structural quality framework help the organization manage the risks and the whiling the maintaining the compliance. So by embedding the AI into the establish the quality system and the company ensure the ongoing reliability and the regulatory acceptance. So ultimately, quality management transfer the AI from the promising technology into the sustainable, trusted tool for the long-term pharmacovigilance operation. So these are the quality management for the AI system. So next one is the future development. The future of the AI in the pharmacovigilance hold the exciting the possibility and the quantum computing may be enabled to analysis of the vast data set at uh, unprecedented speed as well as the federal learning allows the collaborative model training the across the institution while the preserving the data privacy. So real time integration with the electronic health record will be unable to immediate the detection and the reporting of the adverse event. So predictive modeling may be forecast safely concern before the reach traditional threshold. So this innovation will make a pharmacovigilance more proactive, efficient, and the precious. So as the technology involves, the role of the AI will be continue to expand and the pushing the drug safety monitoring beyond the detection into the prevention and predictive risk management. So these are the future development. Next one is the best practices recommendations, the smart, small, and the maintain the human oversights, invest the data quality, plan for the validation for the organization, adapting the AI. The several best practices are the essential. The first is the smart, small, with the pilot project in familiar therapeutic areas before the expanding. And the second one is the maintain the human oversight. AI should be augment, not replace, and the human expertise. But clinical judgment remain the essential for the signal interpretation and the regulatory decision. And the third one is invest in data quality. The high quality input data is crucial for the AI success. So priorities data standardization, completeness, and the consistency before the model deployment. And the last one is plan for the validation to develop the comprehensive validation strategies that meet the regulatory acceptation and they demonstrate the model performance across the diverse scenarios. The next one is risk management consideration. So AI adaptation comes with the risks, including the model drift and the bias, the training data, and the over the reliance on automated systems. So integration with the existing workflow may be also face the technical challenges. To mitigate this risk, organization must be implement continuous monitoring, regulatory retaining, and the validation. So using the diverse data set reduce the bias while the fallback procedures ensure the continuity if system fails. So by the proactively addressing the risks and companies can build the reliance into their AI system. So effective risk management ensure that AI enhance the pharmacovigilance without introducing the new balancing the innovation with the reliability and the safeguarding both the regulatory compliance and the patient safety. So next one is the return on the investment. So AI delivers the significant financial and the operational returns. So manual review time is reduced by the about the 60%, enabling the faster investigation over the 5 years. So organization can save the millions through the efficiency gains and reduce the fall positives. So accuracy improved than nearly 45%, preventing costly delay in signal detection. So importantly, the payback period is typically only 18 months. So making AI adaptation economically attractive. So beyond the cost saving, the true value lies the improve the patient safety and the faster regulatory compliance. So these benefits demonstrate that AI is not just a technological improvement but strategic investment in safer and smarter pharmacovigilance practices. So these are the return on the investment. The next one is the implementation roadmap. In AI adaptation, follow the structured roadmap. This assessment phase the involve evaluation current system, define the requirement and establish the success metrics. So a pilot implementation follows the focusing on selected product with the training and the validation. So this scaling the phase then expand the adaptation across the portfolio and integrating the AI into the workflow. And the finally this optimization phase ensure the continuous improvement through the model adapts and the compliance maintenance. So this roadmap allow the gradually control and adaptation while the ensuring the long term sustainability. By following this step, the organization can implement the AI smoothly, managing the risk effectively while the achieve the meaningful improvements and in pharmacovigilance performance and the regulatory compliance. So these are the transferring in pharmacovigilance. So I represent the paradigm shift, the pharmacovigilance, enabling the more accurate, efficient, and the proactive safety monitoring by combining the human expertise with the machines. So intelligence, so we can better protect the patient safety while is the managing the increasing the complexity of the modern drug development. So the future of the signal detection lies not in the replacing the human judgment, but in augmented or the capabilities with the intelligent system that help us see the patterns and understand the risks and the act more effectively to safeguard public health. So this integration of the AI in the pharmacovigilance represent our commitment to leveraging the technology for the patient safety and the ensuring that every adverse event teach us some things valuable about how to better protect those who trust in our medicines. So thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Diva ma'am, for the sharing their valuable insight on the AI pharmacovigilance signal detection. Your expert has been truly enriched this session. Ma'am, I am curious to ask few questions.
Okay.
First question is, how does to AI can improve the pharmacovigilance signal detection compared to the traditional statistical method?
साक्षी ड्राफ्ट पाठव ना कमेंट मध्ये. हॅलो
हो
साक्षी, मी
पाठवते
ऑडिबल?
मॅम. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this is the question. How does to AI can improve the pharmacovigilance signal detection compared to the traditional statistical method?
हॅलो.
Ma'am, ma'am, question is visible. Hello, ma'am.
हॅलो, मी आय ऑडिबल साक्षी?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
हॅलो.
Ah, yes, ma'am, audible.
ओके ओके. सो AI is a traditional statistic.
मॅम आवाज नाही येते.
हॅलो.
येस मॅम.
आवाज येतोय?
हा आता येतोय.
Hello?
मॅम रिपीट करू
Hello?
क्वेश्चन. हां मॅम रिपीट करू क्वेश्चन.
नाही, माझा आवाज आवाज येतोय का?
हो आत्ता येतोय.
Hello?
येस मॅम.
Okay, the question is how does AI improve the pharmacovigilance signal detection compared to the हा क्वेश्चन आहे का?
हो हो.
Okay, so traditionally pharmacovigilance review as a quantitative method like PRR as well as ROR as well as uh, imperial bias genomatics means, so they are the this method is by the comparing the observed frequency as well as adverse drug event and pair to extend the frequency of large spontaneous reporting database like World Health Organization as well as real time and automated signal detection and use the algorithms. So it's a significantly, so AI is a significantly improve in the pharmacovigilance signal detection in enabling the early, accurate, and the scalable identification.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. The discussion
Okay.
of the real world application of the case study of AI in signal detection. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.